Delist Gaming. Okay, so I wanted to rant a little bit about a certain company who go out of their way to just delist games for no real reason, to be honest. And it starts to get on my nerves really, because why are they doing this? Yes, I'm talking about Sega. Sega has been on a roll with delisting video games for no reason really, since they didn't provide any explanation towards their actions. This video is more just me being confused on these decisions, and just wanted to rant a little bit then to provide myself with answers to this conundrum, because frankly, I don't even know where to begin. So in case you didn't know, Yakuza 0 is getting delisted. The original version is getting delisted on all storefronts with the exception of GOG, but that's probably because they forgot GOG even exists. At the very least, there is a sale going on for it on Steam, although the funny part is the sale ends on December 11, meanwhile the game gets delisted on December 8th. Instead, Yakuza 0 Director's Cut is going to be replacing it, and from what I have heard of, it doesn't sound like a substantial upgrade to be honest, especially since this version is much bigger than the original. Like, Yakuza 0 is 25 gigabytes in size, meanwhile the Director's Cut is like even bigger. And the worst part about this is that the Director's Cut is only available on next gen consoles. So for PS4 players, for instance, are getting fucked if they wanted to play this game in the future, but they don't have the money at the moment and the time to do so. They plan to release Yakuza Kiwami 3, and my gut tells me they're gonna delist Yakuza 3 Remaster as well in the near future. Watch and learn. The funniest part about this hypothesis, of course, is that it's not that far from it being reality, you know? Like, currently at the time of this video's release, and I guess at the time I'm recording this, the Yakuza series that's on Steam is on sale at the moment, except for one particular game, Yakuza 3 Remastered. They're not even being subtle about it. Why is this game not on sale like every other game in the series? Well, it's because they want money, but they also want to get rid of this one and replace it with the superior version. Ooh! Many people blame RGG Studios for this decision, although me personally, that's just misguided complaining. I don't think RGG Studios is behind this decision, but rather Sega as a whole. Sega is known to delist games without prompt for no reason. Here's another example, the Dreamcast collection and the Genesis/Mega Drive collection. Lots of games were available one day and gone the next day. If I remember correctly, they wanted to make like either remakes or brand new entries for select titles in both of these collections, I think. But even then, what's the point of getting rid of these games from the general public? Sure, not everyone was gonna buy these, but I wanted to. And what sucks so much is that I was there to witness the death of these collections live. There wasn't even a final sale or anything. I sat there and witnessed live execution in 4K. Truly horrific. And the funniest part about this is that Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 were part of the Dreamcast collection, so surely that means that these games were also getting delisted, right? Wrong. Not only were these two specific games and the only titles on sale on that godforsaken collection, they are still up and still continue to be sold. So what? Was Sega scared that the Sonic fans were going to jump them or something? Oh but wait, that doesn't make any sense either, considering they delisted a lot of Sonic games on Steam at least. Sonic Generations is the more popular example. They wanted to delist this game, and they did, but because the backlash and the complaints were everywhere, they decided to only have this game be accessed through these overpriced as fuck bundles. So unless you already were a Sonic fan who bought all the games on Steam or whatever, then you have to dish out so much money just to be able to play the original version. Why are we jumping hoops to overcomplicate what should be a relatively simple solution to a simple problem? Just let the original game exist, change its title, make it distinct in comparison to the new shiny remaster. Capcom was able to do this with Resident Evil 4 perfectly well. They added the year the original game released on the original game. Meanwhile, the remake is right over there. Both of these games exist in complete harmony. Why couldn't Sonic Generations do this as well? It doesn't end there for Sonic fans. Sonic the Hedgehog 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles, CD, Spinball, 3D Blast, Mean Bean Machine, and who knows, I might be forgetting other Sonic games as well. But yeah, these also got delisted. For Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles and CD, it was mostly because of Sonic Origins, which you can access the original intended way to play these games through their anniversary mode, last time I checked, which is fine and dandy, but like, I don't know, what's the point? Why did you even delist them in the first place? I don't get it. And for the rest of the games I mentioned, they just got nuked when they got rid of the Genesis collection, which, mind you, feature a lot of games that were pretty cheap as well. It's especially egregious considering that if you wanna own these games and you go look for keys for these silly games, then what you will be met with is resellers being understandable cons and selling Sonic 2 for almost $2,000. At least in my currency, which would still be a fuck ton of money in any other currency, there's probably a million other games that got nuked by Sega that I'm not aware of, so if you know something, comment down below. I'm just baffled at these silly ass decisions that Sega continues to make, because these are digital products. You can just update them to make them better than they were. What the fuck, Sega? So in conclusion, Sega, fuck you. Anyways, this was Base Gaming, and you're currently watching Nickelodeon.